line, my baseline. Move your waistline to my baseline.
Hi guys, and welcome to crackchanacup.com. My name's Leomie Anderson, and right now I'm back in London, and I've actually completely finished London Fashion Week. So I thought I would do like a whole roundup of the rest of New York and what London was like, because London was literally a blur. New York Fashion Week, I was so happy with all the shows that I had done. You know, I did things like Oscar de la Renta again, Jeremy Scott again, which was insane because Miley Cyrus created the accessories too. So we got to meet her, got to see the accessories up close and personal, which she made. They're kind of like DIY, and they're made from things that her fans have thrown on stage, including some random stuff like a vibrator. Okay, I didn't have that one around my neck, yeah, I'm just saying. But yeah, no, it was really fun. Like, of course, all of Jeremy Scott's shows are fun, and I've got another Longchamp bag to add to my collection. So that's the 4th time I've done his shows, so that's 4 cool bags. I had some craziness. Like, there was a day when I had 3 shows in one day. My first show was meant to finish at 1 p.m. My next show was meant to start at 2 p.m. Yeah, obviously my first show ran over till like 1:30, and I did not get to the venue of my second show until like 2 o'clock or 10 past 2. All the girls were in hair and makeup, like all their girls' hair and makeup was done. They were in their looks, like they were in lineup, and I literally had to have my makeup done in 10 minutes and join the girls, and the show ran just a little bit late, but all shows run late, so it was fine in the end. But it was crazy. Like, you have me and Thomas cruising in my Booker Jodie's Audi TT, because there was no way I would have made it if I had to get public transport. My last show was at 9 p.m. on the Wednesday, and the following morning I caught a flight to London in the morning, and you don't land until the evening. So I thought, because I'm landing in the evening, I won't have to rush straight off the plane to castings, because that's always what happens. If I landed at 7 a.m, please believe a car will be dropping me to my agency. I'll probably get to, you know, just wipe my pits down, and I'll be going straight to castings in a car. But luckily I landed in the evening, so I thought, yeah, look like a tramp, Leomie. You don't have any castings. Wrong. Switch my phone back on, and I see, Leomie, you have this important casting to go to, blah 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 blah. So I had to drive from the airport to my casting. I didn't get there until like 9:30, still going on, because in London, where it's kind of like squashed between New York and Milan, like there's not a lot of time for girls who've come from New York to do casting, so they run late, and I'm talking like 10:30, sometimes midnight. You can probably go to a designer showroom and there'll be models there, and you would probably be able to cast. It's actually crazy. So anyway, I get to the casting. I was waiting for a while, like until like 9:50. The show was actually the next day. That's the crazy thing, is that all the castings that I went to, most of the shows were like the next day, which is crazy, because I must be so stressed for the designer, the fact that yeah, it's the day before the show and you haven't even got all your girls yet. But anyway, so I did this casting, tried all the stuff, whatever. And by the way, in the end, I never even got that show, so I should have just gone to my yard and gone to sleep. But it's fine, you know, that you win some, you lose some. Anyway. And yeah, then after that I got to go home. I haven't seen my mum for ages, so it was so nice to be able to be home. So obviously London is my favourite city to do Fashion Week. But not only that, like literally even the way that the shows are conducted and stuff, like backstage, it's so different to New York. New York, there's like 50,000 people backstage with their iPhones, with their cameras, with their this and that. Backstage in London, you have your hair and your makeup done. It's just the hair and makeup team mainly there. Photographers will come like later when the girls are, you know, nearly finished or whatever. And they're not as invasive. Like in New York, I feel like you're getting attacked by the photographers sometimes. Like you'll be there, like I'm there nearly in the brink of tears because my head's in pain, and someone will be in your face with a camera. Just look over your shoulder. No, I don't want to. Whereas London, I feel like they're a bit more like, oh, is it okay if I take a picture of you? Or, oh, is it okay if you look over here? A lot more calm. I like that. A little bit more chilled backstage. And yeah, so okay, so after that day, after I landed, had my first casting, the next day I had a car come to my house at 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, take me to my agency to pick up my schedule. My schedule was 5 pages long, and this is what schedule looks like. This was my schedule for the second day, which is still pretty a lot of stuff. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 castings. That was on the second day. My first day was 5 pages long. So if this is 13 and that's 3 pages, add like another 10 castings. I had literally like 23 castings, and then randomly I had my first show as well. Yeah, and I love the shows that I did here. I did Jean-Pierre Braganza, which is actually one of the shows that I did in my very first show season, so it's quite fun to do it again, you know. Jasper Conran, having a blackout, Margaret Howe, sorry, Ashley Williams, and Ashish, and my makeup is from Ashish, which I loved. I loved doing Ashish. It was an all black cast. It was, I don't know, it was just so much fun. I loved the clothes, I loved the makeup, I loved the nails, and I just loved the vibe backstage. It was literally like, it's the equivalent of my Jeremy Scott in New York. Ashish is the equivalent of that. You know, it was just so much fun. So yeah, London Fashion Week was literally a blur because I got here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's done now. So it's been quick, but I don't know, I'm just so happy to be here. But yeah, so that's pretty much a little catch-up vlog for the end of New York, which I was really proud of. I did 13 shows, and then leading on to London, where I did 5 shows because I only had basically 1 day of casting, so I missed a lot of stuff. But that's always how London is. It's impossible for a girl to come from New York and do a crazy amount of shows unless they're already super, super big and the designer's already selected them. But I'm very proud of what I've done. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. So my next vlog, I don't know where I'm going to be. I could be doing Fashion Week, I could be doing something else. I could be on holiday in Jamaica or some shit, who knows. Okay, I doubt the last thing, that's wishful thinking. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to check out crackchanacup.com.